talking about and showing Reason 13. So we're going to take a look at that. There's the amazing setup, which you can't really see because I'm so huge and behemoth that I get in the way of any camera angle really, unless I'm kneeling on the floor. I'm not doing that, but let's get on with it.
Say hello.
Ooh, that sounds good. Don't get too carried away though. Is it too loud? So we are now about an hour and a half into this project, and I'm really struggling to get these elements to line up and fit together. I've got a piano that's not in line with this bass, which we've tried several ways to get this bass to work. Kind of doesn't really work. Copy that over there. We've edited it a bit with this lower bass. Yeah, that piano there is just not really doing it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just focus on these 4 bars here for now, and then make that sound good, and then come back to the rest later. So need to make this a lot more simpler. Too many different things going on. Got the bass, got the sub bass, well, the 808 and the sub bass, well, the 808 and the higher frequency bass to go with the 808. We got piano, high note and low note piano, with high note and low note piano, which was put together. So originally when I jammed this out, I assumed it would be a lot more easier to turn this into something, but we are struggling a bit here. So this needs to be made more simple. Let's save this as experiment. I just want to see if we can actually get something that sounds really good from these elements without all this different stuff going on. We simplified it, and then we can bring in some of those other elements here and there so they can fit in, you see. Otherwise it's never going to get done, never going to get finished. I always find the more simplest stuff, it just sounds better, just easier to work with, and ends up sounding better because it's more easy to remember, more easy to set up. That's why a lot of music on the radio is pretty simple. Stick to those 4 chords most of the time, and everything sort of just fits in, kind of generic. That's the kind of thing that people hear on the TV. It's usually a lot more simple and basic. That's what they prefer, especially when they're rappers. They want it simple, want it basic, all this stuff going on. No one will be able to, this isn't supposed to be a rap anyway, but nobody will be able to do anything with this, really. As it is right now, too much going on, so let's simplify. Okay, so we've copied this over, so we're not going to lose anything. Just join the clips. Right, so over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the low notes of the piano and then have that instead of this sort of improvisation here. I'm going to copy this bass tone and the 808 onto the piano and see how that works. Does that sound better than this? Well, how about just removing that lower piano tone completely? Our modulation for our intro. yeah. Need more transitions. Need more transitions. And no, we won't be buying Andrew Hunn's Transit 2. Okay, so this bit here, we're going to have it break down. Actually, we're just going to remove some elements here. What should we remove? Keep the bass. Remove our little tapping sound. We've got this twice, we shouldn't have here. Let's have let's meet this. Okay, I've got one final element to add in here, one of my favourites, and that is a trumpet sound, or horns, because I feel that this could use some horns, as most of my tunes do feature either piano or horns. But let's have a look. I do like that sound. So let's have a look. Let's go for the Reason Combinator preset in a factory sound bank, which I use. All brass stamp, I think so. And all I'm going to do is basically just copy this sub onto this combinator. Can't hear it, so we need to use an EQ. We don't need any of its low frequencies. So, just for fun, let's whack a Ripley on there. Why not? I'm Reason preset crazy, baby. Kinda cool. That's some reverb. Yeah, I think Ripley has its own reverb. Just a little bit of reverb, just a little touch. And let's put a bit of distortion on it as well. And let's duplicate that. So we can have a dry and wet and mix it together. Duplicate. So simply just going to turn all the effects off of one of them, apart from the EQ. I'll keep the EQ on. Which one are we at? This one. And then we can layer the two together. This has got reverb on it, so Let's take away the reverb. That's fine there. Oh, look, it's got most of the devices I'm using already. Look, could have just used this. Oh well. Ooh, that sounds good. Don't get too carried away though. Is it too loud? One final listen and then we'll draw this to a close.
See the other microphone check.